angels, it's Hailey Reese, and I hope that you guys are having a fantastic morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you when today's video finally reaches you. For today's video, we are going to be diving into something incredibly dark, terrifying, disturbing, and basically all of the above, because we are diving into a dark web game that is so disturbing. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I thought about not even making today's video. Which leads me into the two very important disclaimers I need to make before we get started on today's video. And the very first being, I will not be showing you guys any of this gameplay footage. I will not be showing you guys the game itself. There will be no B-roll of anything to do with the game, solely because it is disturbing. It is very uncomfortable to sit through. And today's video is more so about the game rather than showing you the game. With that being said, that leads me into disclaimer number 2. I highly and strongly advise you guys to steer clear of watching any of the gameplay of this game. I highly recommend that you don't let your curiosity get the best of you, because I read so many comments in doing my research from people who wished they never let their curiosity get the best of them and that they never went searching for what really goes on in that game. So my biggest disclaimer in today's video is take this video for what it's worth and then just move on from it. Don't go digging, because even I couldn't even, not that I'm like superior, but I mean like even I, who was trying to make today's video, couldn't even go through to really watch it. So with that being said, sit back, relax, probably turn a light on, because this is about to get dark. Before we get into today's video though, I would just very quickly like to remind you guys that I have dropped new merch. Wine and Spirits is officially available on my website, so if you guys want to pick up some Hailey Reese merch, you guys can click the link down in my description and head on over, and I cannot wait to see you guys wearing my merch. And with that being said, I have one more thing to say before we finally get into this video, and that is that the winners of the 31 Days of Halloween contest are going to be announced any day now. It's not that we haven't chosen them, it's that I want to announce exactly where we're going and what's going on, and it's been in the works, but I'm so excited to finally announce that this week. But with that being said, let's just get right on into this. So I've made so many videos on the dark web in the past that I don't really feel it's important for me to sit here and go over what exactly the dark web is again. If you're new to my channel, or maybe you haven't seen those videos, you can definitely just search Hailey Reese Dark Web and you can see my previous videos on it. But in summary, the dark web is a space on the internet, actually perhaps one of the largest spaces on the internet. They say the part of the internet that we access is just like the tip of a very big iceberg. But in essence, it's a part of the internet that isn't accessible or visible to the average user. It actually requires an anonymizing browser called Tor to access it, and even once you've accessed it, it's difficult to find the darkest corners of it because they are so heavily secured. But on the dark web, not only are there the terrifying places that we've talked about prior, not only are there terrifying live streams and stores selling things that you couldn't even imagine, but there's also a game that exists called Sad Satan. And this game is so disturbing and so disgusting. It is that of nightmares. Sad Satan is crudely made, has no real gameplay to it, and doesn't appear to us at least to be very long. However, it is so horrifying to even just sit through the gameplays that are accessible to us. The videos of people playing the game. And it is so dark that it leaves people wondering what exactly it is. So Jamie is the owner of a YouTube channel called Obscure Horror Corner, and one of his subscribers sent him the link to Sad Satan, claiming it was a game from the dark web. Jamie downloaded the link and ran a malware on it, and when everything checked out, he decided not only to play the game, but to play the game and create YouTube videos playing the game for his channel. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna show you guys clips of the game, but I will give you a little bit of a picture of what exactly happens in the game. Initially, the entire level seems to be filled with moans and groans, and the player kind of just stands there for a while, taking all of it in as the moans and groans get louder, stronger, and more aggressive. It then sounds like something is breathing on the player's neck, and it almost sounds snarly and hungry, until the scenery switches to a hallway that is black and white. The walls blur and shift, and you can hear a man repeating an unintelligible phrase over and over and over again. Jamie played the game for a little bit, but ultimately decided to delete the game when it started to have a very weird effect on his computer. The notepad on his computer popped up out of nowhere with jumbles of letters all over it. Now, Jamie didn't get a screenshot of the message that came up on the notepad, but he claimed it was complete gibberish, that it mostly seemed to be numbers and symbols, but he did see 666 multiple times, which he found to be fitting for the game. Now, what's terrifying about this game is that nobody knows who created the game, where it came from, or for what purpose the game serves. Some people think that it's a satanic curse of a game, like almost a satanic cyber curse, so to speak, which is almost all the more reason to definitely not search videos of this game, and definitely do not decide to play the game. Some people think that the game is the confessions of a deranged serial killer, while some people think it's harmless and perhaps just a software design student's failed project. But one thing is for certain: the game is filled with encrypted messages, and those who have played it claim that it's filled with even, I don't know if I want to say this, I might get demonetized, but graphic images of children and gore. The second half of the video of the game reveals like children-sized beings in the maze with you. And occasionally the game visuals are interrupted by flashes of black and white photography. Now, I don't want to get too much into it because this is getting a little darker than I'd like to go on my channel, but some of these images and things that were shown throughout the game were images of people who had been found guilty of child pornography, and even just like people that were sexual predators in general, which just adds a much more dark side to the game. It's like, what's the purpose of putting these people into the game, of these images of these people into the game? What is this game? A lot of those audio and visual clues lead in the direction of some sort of child abuse, but nobody knows for certain what the message behind them is. Anybody who plays the game or has seen the game feels like all of the images and audios in the game are solely there to shock and upset the person playing the game or the person viewing the game. One Reddit user pointed out that when decrypted, the game spells out terrifying promises like, "I can track you," and "kill, kill, and kill again." Considering the game was found or even created for the dark web, it's almost terrifying to think that maybe those promises aren't as empty as one would hope. The game strikes viewers as some sort of horrifying commentary on child abuse, and even seems to hint at murders committed by people in masks, and even seems to tease the location of these supposed murders as well. The description simply reads, "Follow the trail." As is the case with many dark web legends, the original Sad Satan is impossible to track down. The version of the game posted to Obscure Horror Corner has never been played by anyone else. This has led to people creating fake versions of the game, and even led to rumors as to whether or not the game ever truly existed. Jamie says that he has no idea what the game is or who made it. He's hoping by sharing the videos they'll be able to find out more, and is hoping to ultimately discover the game's purpose. One theory that gained a lot of momentum was people thought that maybe this was some sort of a law enforcement tactic designed to spread a Trojan virus within child pornography ring for a future sting. And some people think that it was just made up to scare people or to create another internet urban legend, but nobody knows the truth. All that they know is that playing this game, or even seeing clips of this game, is so deeply disturbing. It has disturbed the mental health of people and just disgusted people. In essence, there's no real gameplay to this game. There's no end goal in the game. The whole game is just a very disturbing, disgusting game, and I can't even begin to fathom or process why the game was created. Well, you guys, that is it for today's video. That is Sad Satan, the dark web game. Like I said, please don't go looking for footage from the game. It's honestly disturbing, and hearing about it is disgusting enough. You do not need to see it too. But with that being said, I want to hear in the comments below, have you guys heard of this game before, and what do you think the purpose of it is? Please, please, please let me know in the comments below. And that is it for today's video. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. And also please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It makes my heart super, super happy and I really appreciate it. So please do that. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness, and until tomorrow, I love you guys.